Happy hump day, you guys. Okay, so I got some stuff done on Mother's Day. Before that, I was honestly just kind of in this slump. Yeah, I got some of the not greatest news and all that, so I just decided to spend some time inside and get some cleaning done inside and all that. And then it was all rainy and it was a bit chilly and just kind of waiting for these last cold snaps to be done. So I want to show you guys some new updates that we've done and just kind of update the game plan, because what was is not going to be what is anymore. It's not possible. So let me give you a quick rundown. My dill came through very barely. Here, let me show you. Just teeny tiny barely there. But that's really exciting because I have plenty of cucumbers coming through, so I'm going to need it to make pickles, which is awesome for me. My rosemary does not look great. It's the soil is staying too wet. I'm thinking maybe I should add in a couple extra drain holes and see if that helps any. The basil, my red rhubarb looks awesome. My lemon looks great. My mammoth looks good. The mint's doing fantastic. Don't eat it. So that's awesome. I'm really, really stoked about that. We have now container grow bags. These two are purple potatoes, and those two, I believe, are Yukon Golds. Now, we'll see how the purples do because of the fact that when we opened them, they did not seem to be in the best condition. They were a bit soft, a bit wrinkly, so we'll see what happens, but they had great spuds. So, I'm hoping to be seeing some spuds start coming through fairly soon, but we'll see. And, here, like this, that's spuds. And then we have this one. This is fresh. Yeah, you can tell that's fresh. And then my onions are doing fantastic. They are doing so well. I really did not think these onions were gonna do this great so early. It makes me really excited to see. Oh gosh, Hero's got his ball stuck again. There's some stuff I think I might have to replant, some of my okra. Hero! He loves doing. What are you doing? You need to stay out of my garden. You're gonna ruin all my flowers. Man, it's a good thing I didn't put flowers right there. Yeah, and then right here, and within this proximity, I have a sunflowers planted. And then my golden wax beans are coming through. I'm still waiting on my limas. I have my tomatoes out today to start getting hardened off, and I have one tomatillo. Not all my tomatoes. Some of them didn't, and that's normal. That's to be expected. With the things that have to be changed now for the season, I'm not going to restart them. What I have here is plenty. On top of the fact that we did bring we adopted another tomato from Menards. It's really is my husband's fault. He really shouldn't have walked me down that plant aisle. Yeah, you blow a wish. Very good. She has the little dandelion puff. At least she's not eating it. And then this is really neat. So this is just a stack planter. And these levels come apart. However, you tip over really easily. I didn't even have soil in it yet. And there was just this slight, gust of wind. It was like a mild breeze, I suppose. And it just knocked it all over. So I was like, okay, how do we need to figure this out? And my husband, he wanted to, drill holes in it and put stakes in it. And I was like, no, I just got this. I don't want you putting holes in anything that doesn't have holes in it. And so I had to use some of my bamboo, and I just did my bamboo, and he cut it with a sawzall for me, and then I just tied it with my 3mm jute, and I was on for really cheap. I'm still waiting on my lima bean bush. I'm waiting to see if that's even going to come through. At this point, I'm not quite sure. It's not looking super promising, so we'll see. Might be better though. So I'm not sure. Right there. Right there, it's coming back through. And then this one's coming back really, really well. You can see the little couple leaves that it's getting. It's really exciting. I'm still waiting on my gherkins. Still no sign of that yet. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go through and weed a lot of this stuff really soon. And I'm waiting for some of it to get a little bit bigger just so it makes it easier on me. So we'll see what happens with that. And then I have yields. I only planted 2 seeds for my double yields, 1 and then 2, and they're both coming through. My sugar pie is coming through, which is really exciting right here. I'm still waiting on my butter stick squash, but I have my buttercups coming through. I'm waiting on my Peter Pan, but then I have one of my Astilopastas. Is this an Astil? Yeah, this is the Astilopasta. And I was gonna plant a ton of more squash this year. It's just really not a probability at this point, unfortunately. But what I am really, really excited about right now is the fact I have some okra coming through already, and the burgundy okra is doing so good, so good. Like that looks so good, and it's early in the season. Now, which one is this? Okay, so my clumps and spineless started coming through, and what I've been doing is just taking those jugs that I have, and every day just placing them over the top. Every day at night when I'm done around like 6 or 7 o'clock, when the sun starts really going down, I will take those and put them over the top. And it's been having a phenomenal greenhouse effect, and it's been doing really, really wonderful things for most of my plants. But unfortunately, for some reason, that Clemson just is not with it. And to be totally honest, I don't think I'm going to do my corn this year. I had talked about it, and I don't think I can. I'm going to have to do stuff that's going to be really, really simple and fast for me to preserve. Just with everything going on for us. And, and I can't go into details about it. Those of you that already know because you're good friends, that's why. But I'm really unable to disclose a bunch of stuff just for my safety and for my family's well-being. But here, let me show you this tomato. So, I wish I would have waited to plant this, or I should have had my husband, CJ, record it for me. So, what you're seeing is only about a quarter of what is the tomato. When I planted this, I had my husband till it a bit for me with the hand tiller, just because he's so sweet. He likes helping me out, so I figured might as well give him something to do. So he tilled that out for me, and I took my shovel and my hori knife, and I broke up that soil even more than I thought I could. Amelia leaving her sippy cups everywhere. And whoa, what are you doing, girl? Put him down. Put him down. Yes, ma'am. Get out of there. Thank you. I'm worried she's gonna hurt my zucchini. And I dug a hole about 1.5 feet deep. Are your hands dirty? Well, wipe it off. Go like this. You got dirty overalls on anyway. We're gonna have to wash them. Yeah, we're gonna have to wash them anyway. Do you want your water? Okay, here you go, sweet girl. What do you say? Yeah, your hands are fine. So what you see of this tomato is only about a quarter of really what's there. About half a quarter. Same difference. And, so when I planted this, CJ tilled it out for me, and then I dug even deeper with my hori and just my standard shovel. And when I was digging and I finally was like, okay, this is where I want it, I took old eggshells. I took old eggshells. CJ had been saving them. I told him I needed him to save them, so he just brought out the carton that he had them saved in. And I crunched them up and I put them in the bottom of the soil. And I covered it with just a tiny bit of dirt to where like you could still see shells poking through. And then I took an egg and I covered that with a little bit of dirt. And then I took my hori knife and I just lightly cracked it. And then I put my tomato in there. Hero! I don't know what his deal is lately. Yeah. But then I planted my tomato right over the top of that cracked egg. And I haven't ever done it like this. I've never grown this many foods, let alone tomatoes. But I have heard from gardeners who I consider expert gardeners.
No.
Yeah, we're going to put it back here.
No.
Yeah, we're going to put it on the cart.
No.
Well, then where do you want your hat? I've heard from expert gardeners say, hey, yeah, no, I've done this every year for the last 20 years, and my tomatoes taste great, they look amazing, they produce well, they're hearty tomatoes, and it helps the tomatoes. So I figured, why not try it? You know, the worst that's going to happen is it's not going to make much of a difference. And I'm going to just still have great tomatoes. Hopefully, let's go. Let me... This I made just out of... So the top, you have a little bit of the 6mm jute that I have, and then the 3mm all the way down, and just the bamboo. And I have 3 different eggplants in these containers. So we'll see how that goes. And then CJ made me this awesome tomato trellis. So let me move so I can show you all this too. Because it looks so cool. Looks so good. I'm so excited. Tomatoes on this. Right here. And like I decided to order hummingbird feeders. So I got those right there, and so, but I'm really excited about this year. So I'm gonna actually plant a couple more of my hot peppers today while I'm out here. Figured might as well. And then it was really sweet of for Mother's Day and it's a little set, and then it's a kneeler or a seat. No, we don't need more water in that. It's great because I do have some back issues, you know, so it really does help having something that is going to be helpful for me so I can still continue to do this thing that brings me joy without it causing me issues and too much pain, you know. And like I've started using, I know it's going to sound kind of silly, but it's like those waist trainers, right? Well, some of you know, some of you don't. I'm just going to let you know. I did have to have an emergency C-section when I had my daughter. And the tummy girdle things that they give you are not great. I couldn't wear mine. It was very uncomfortable. It hurt my skin, hurt my incision. It was just bad news. And I had not realized how much my core was dependent upon my back to hold myself up until I started wearing this. Because let me tell you something. I have had back pain my entire life, pretty much. And it's just progressively gotten worse, especially after I had my daughter. And since I've been wearing this, I do not have nearly the same amount of back pain that I have normally. And it's just kind of mind-blowing. Like, how did I not realize? But you just don't. Sometimes you just don't. because you're so in your own body that you just think that's exactly how it's supposed to be. And you don't consider things specifically like a waist trainer because of the name. It's a waist trainer. That's what it says. It doesn't say back support. You know, so you wouldn't have thought, you know, I didn't think that it would have been beneficial for me to use. I just wouldn't have, but it has been. So if you do have back pain, I highly suggest, you know, talk to your doctor first if you need to, but you know, I can't do that. I can't say, but for me, it has been very helpful, especially with my lower back pain. So helpful. All right, Amelia Jane, sweet girl, I need this. I need my stool sitter. Yeah, because I got to go plant some peppers. Yeah, and this thing, so like, here, let me empty this out, because I did some pruning of that tomato plant before I planted it. Oh, and okay, actually, yeah, I totally forgot to mention that. Let me go back over to my tomato plant. So, let me explain something here that I had not realized last year until it was too late. Okay. See this space right here, and then you can see right here and right here. I those. The reason is I want to follow the original stalk. Okay. Tomatoes need air to breathe to be able to dry off. They can get downy mildew and things like that. Generally, you don't want to water from the top with the leaves. You want to water just around the base. So you just have to pay attention to that. But this plant, this is, like I said, about half to a quarter of the actual plant. So off about 4 or 5 stems, and then they'll grow right in here. And those, I don't know why they're called that, but they aren't. That's what I've heard them called. I'm sure other people call them different things, but that's just what I've heard. And if you let them get a little bit big enough, you can trim them right out, or you can pull them out. I like to just pull them right out when they're tiny, because then it's hard to prune them once they get to a certain size. So like I saw a couple and I just pulled them right out. But certain stems will grow off that, and you can trim those and you can put them in water for a couple days, and then you can plant them, and it should produce. It should. I think sometimes it might depend on the variety of what you're using, but let's get these peppers going. Let's get that done, so that way you guys can see how easy that is. All right, sweet girl, do you want to help me carry this? Yeah. All right, you gotta stand up. All right. All right, let's carry this. All right, so we're gonna do our peppers really quick. Oh, I haven't even shown you guys my other trellis. My Armenian cucumber's already coming in. My lemon cucumber's coming in. I got my Cherokee trailer beans coming in. My Kentucky Wonders are doing great. So this is my lemon cucumber, and those are gonna really be cool. This is my Cherokee trail of beans, and I'm really, really excited about that. That's already looking awesome. And I have this is my Armenian cucumber. And then I have my Kentucky Wonder, and I'm still waiting on my snap pea. It looked like something tried to dig it up the other day, so I kind of just quick replanted. So I'm still waiting to see if that's going to come through. Oh boy. What, hero? Hey! What? Does anybody else's dog act like this sometimes? You know, he never used to bark, and then we moved into this neighborhood, and all of a sudden It's just his thing now. And it's really annoying that he's like picking up these habits from some of the neighbor dogs. Because I don't like that he's barking like this and stuff. Because I don't like it. I know the neighbors can't like it. You know, the neighbors probably don't like it. You know, if I don't, then, you know, and it makes them feel bad because we always try to be courteous and kind and aware that we have neighbors, and just with him and his behavior about that he's picking up from the neighborhood dogs, that it's just, it makes me feel like I'm a bad dog mama. Hero, stop playing with it, dude. I'm getting you some water. Alright, let me get him water. Oh, I still need to do a video for you guys about the McMurray hatchery video too. I still need to do a video for that. Well, you gotta flip the thing over, bud. I had it flipped over, and then he flipped it back. I think he's just being an a-hole today. Flip it over. He doesn't like it when I spray him with the water, and sometimes, honestly, he deserves it. So then it's just water. It's not gonna hurt him. All right. He's not gonna let me do that, so I'll figure that out later. Did you flip it now? Okay. There we go. He got it, guys. He figured it out. He figured out that Mom was just trying to give him some water to drink. And Amelia thinks it's hilarious anytime I get him wet. Yeah. He needs a bath. He needs a bath. It's just too bad that it's been so crummy lately. You know, it's pushing the season back, which I really don't have time for, unfortunately. Yeah, let's not play with those. Alright. Let's move on to these peppers. Let's get these peppers done today. And my tomatoes are out here. And my tomatillos. Probably gonna water those again in a little bit. And they're looking good. Where do I want to put these? Maybe one on each, I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, let me get my tiller, because I gotta get my tiller. It's just my handheld one, though. Nothing fancy. Prop you on the fence. Let me get the stick out. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah. So, I'm gonna put my gloves on. All that. I think I might take off my sweatshirt. Ooh, pretty butterfly. I love seeing all the new butterflies, and the bee came back, so I think I'm gonna name it Betty. Just give it a little nickname. I think that'd be cute. Yeah, so I'm just taking my tiller. And this is just the end of it for those of you that don't have one or don't know. Really simple. A bit archaic, I suppose. She's back there singing Baby Shark. Yeah. And there's some grass here that I'm gonna have to. Whoa! What are you hitting that with? Oh my goodness. Okay, Amelia, maybe we shouldn't swing those around. It's very cool, but making Mommy a bit nervous here. Here, can you take it back there? Can you take it, move back a little bit? I'm a little worried you might accidentally hit me with one. Okay, right there's good. You can keep going, just right there. I've been accidentally hit with her and by her too many times for my comfort level at this point. So that's just what that's about. Alright, so let me get my bag here. Alright, so I want, what do I want? Definitely want my nice shovel. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Throwing dirt everywhere. I want my weed puller. This is so cool. This tool is so helpful. It came with the kit too. And you can get it on Amazon. So super, super, super helpful if you can't get to a store. And I'm going to take out my good Hori Hori knife. And I'm really mad at myself because it is rusting a little bit. But I mean, I could use a better one anyway. So I kind of is what it is at this point. Alright, so I have a couple peppers. I have sweet pepper. It's called Giant Marconi. I've never heard of this before. That's what that one looks like. But we'll see what happens. And then this is a sweet pepper gold standard. So I'm actually not able to plant these up here, which is fine. But I wish I would have double checked my peppers before I started. So I gotta move everything back. So let's do that. So yeah, and the whole thing with sweet and hot peppers, you can plant them together if you really want to. But you might get some really spicy sweet peppers. Which, for some of us, that'd be cool. For others, not so much. Me personally, I like my sweet peppers to be sweet. I don't want them to be spicy. That's just me. I just don't want spicy sweet peppers. I think I'm gonna put them in this bed here. This bed gets really good light. Something we did not consider completely when planting and deciding and arrangements and things was, unfortunately, careful, Amelia, was the neighbor's tree. Really hadn't thought about that. Which, I mean, that's mostly my fault. I'm the one that, I hate having to do it like that. I'm the one that planned it, so I should have been a bit more aware than I was. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I have a whole bed of veggies that I need to get planted still too, so I'm sure it's gonna end up being fine and not this huge deal. And then I have 3 eggplants started. I have my white knight, my Casper, and then early purple long. So I'm really excited about those. Oh jeez, before I even can plant the peppers in here, I gotta move some stuff, which is fine. But yeah, this year we're just doing easy to grow, quick to grow, good producing, easy to store and preserve. The option for a lot of my stuff, like I was going to do bruschetta this year, I'm not going to really have the time. Which is disappointing You know, but I'm still finding ways to make this all work out. You know, I have to. I've put too much energy and time and care and tears, to be totally honest. A little bit of blood already into this for me to just go, well, what's the point, you know? Because it is easy for me to do that. I'm not going to lie. Like the other day I was talking to CJ, my husband, and it was really easy for me to go, well, what's the point? And he really didn't have an answer. And the point is because I enjoy it. That has to be the point. The point is because it's good for me. The point is because it's going to be good for our family. And that's just, I have to keep reminding myself of that, no matter how tricky. And what are you doing? Don't hit Mama's trellis. What are you doing? What if there's veggies on that? You can't be doing that. Crazy girl. No. Hitting my trellis with her bamboo stick. You goof, you can't do that. Now, and the thing is too, is like I have to figure out a way to haul all of the soil and get it out of the beds at some point. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Maybe I'll get like rain barrels or something. Do it that way. Because here's my knife. Fell off my bag. Where is my bag? Oh, here. Amelia, sweetie, what are you doing? Yeah, and so like we planted potatoes, like these purple potatoes. Yeah, I mean you can see they're not in the condition, not in the best condition. So if anything comes of them, fantastic. If not, okay. But I am really excited. I'm gonna have to do a video soon of me going through that. My hatchery catalog. Yeah, CJ and I went through it, and I had already picked some stuff out. And I'm so ready for us to be able to have chickens. Oh, I'm so ready for us to be able to have chickens. I want to be able to have animals and just really live off our land. And, you know, that's what we want to do. You know, that's just the dream for us right now. And that's not to say it's a forever dream. You know, it might not be. It very well couldn't be. But it very well could be. It very well could be. We do it and we go, okay, why haven't we ever done this? Alright, I'm moving these potato bags to the side of my bed because they are just simply in my way. So let me put my purple potatoes here. Gotta move some stuff before I can do this. Ay, ay, ay. So much stuff. Oh, there's a spider web going somewhere. If anybody knows me, they know I don't screw around with spiders. I don't care how big or small. Not my thing. If you see me with a spider, something's probably very wrong. Okay. Hi. Okay. So no. Not Yukon potatoes. I'm sorry. Red Lesotas. They're just red potatoes. Which is fine. We love red potatoes, so. And you know, I was gonna do gourd and all that this year, and I can't this year. I really have to slim down and figure out what I'm really needing to plant and what I'm not. And as unfortunate as it is, I think it's going to be a really good learning experience. And I think it's going to be beneficial for me to figure out, because of just on a very basic level of survivalism. Very simplistic level of what do you need and what don't you. You know, and in the summers, I eat mostly vegetable based. I don't eat much meat in the summer. So we will see how it goes. I'm very interested to find out. Oh, Amelia Jane. That is very loud, sweetheart. That's better. I need this. I need this, okay? Alright. So I have my peppers, I have my space set up. I think what I need to do first is what I want to do is spray down the soil a bit before I start trying to plant anything. Just because it's looking a bit dry. And I'm not going to soak it, but I don't want it super dry. Yeah, Mommy's got to let the soil down. Can you go give Hero his ball by the gate? Yeah, thank you. Alright, so I just did a quick rundown on that. That's all it looks like. Super fancy. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these 2 peppers, sweet peppers, and I think I'm just going to plant them in the corners. Just here in the front. I think that'll be a good spot for them. That, or I might do them in the back. Maybe this one. Maybe I'll do them on here. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Alright, so let me get these out. Let me get kneeling on here. Because I have to. Because I'm getting old. And some of you are watching this that I know, and they're like, you're getting old. Haha. You know, whatever. Whatever. Say what you will. It's fine. I already know. It happens. It's inevitable. No point in fighting it. It's going to happen anyway. Alright, so. What am I... Hang on. I'm forgetting stuff. Jeez. I swear, I think my husband's forgetfulness is it's rubbing off on me. Like, I was forgetful before, but it's getting to a whole new level. Alright, so I'm going to just take my hori knife, and I'm going to just dig in a hole. So, let me see if I can just prop you up here. Nope, that doesn't work very well. Here? Still no. Oh, jeez. I'm trying here, guys. Alright, let's see. Okay. And something to keep in mind. Oops. Good Lord, I am just having issues. There. Something to keep in mind when you're doing this is how dense is your soil? You know, so I was able to dig this out really, really easily. And I know it looks like a lot, But you have to keep in mind, I'm going to be adding soil back into what I just took. So, no. Okay, so like, I love how she loves to try to help, but she's such a nuisance to my plants at this age. Oh, we have another bee. It's so little and cute. See, like, the thing is with me and bugs and stuff, I have no issue admiring it and appreciating all it does for the world and for nature and for the ecosystems and all that. But I don't like them near me too much. Like, if it's gonna buzz in my ear, don't like that. You know, I don't want it to land on me or anything like that. I just want to be able to admire it, maybe take a picture, call it a day. But that's just how I am. I've never liked bugs, ever. You know, and it's gotten better as I've gotten older because I've understood how beneficial they are. Alright, so something I want to show you guys. See how it's starting to get little buds? Generally, that's because it's root bound. You see on the bottom, see how the roots are already coming out? So we'll see what it looks like in just a second. And all I do is I'll just squeeze and rotate and squeeze and rotate and do it at the base and squeeze and rotate and squeeze and rotate. And then you just tip out. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks. See how root bound that is? So we're just gonna massage that and break that up a bit right over where I have dug out that space, because that's gonna do what I need it to. Alright, and now we're just gonna place it and push all the soil back where it needs to go. Yikes, I'm having some camera issues today, huh? Cheepy. Come on. Alright, there. So it's in there now. It's planted. Amelia, get out of there. She's underneath my pumpkin. No. You don't, that's not a toy. You don't play in that. So see how it's mounted up a little bit? There's a little bit of a mound around that. That's what I want. Because what can happen, you don't need to play on there, honey. So what can happen is you can get root water. I'm not sure the specific correct name for it, but that's what I call it. And it's basically when your plant's roots are just way too absorbent and taking on way too much water, and it causes issues. You got it. There you go. And that's not good. So let's get this other one planted. Let me get this tag moved. I'll make a different tag for it later. I just need to know what it is for right now. That's the whole purpose. I have to know what it is. And the thing is, I had to make sure that my sweet and my hots are going to be separated. And I have more hot peppers inside that we were able to get at Menards. And those are under the light right now. They were outside getting hardened off. They're just kind of small right now, and we just don't have enough jugs for me to put over for the greenhouse effect. So they're just going to have to stay inside a little bit longer. And that's fine. It's not a huge deal. And then this extra soil that I moved around to get that planted, you know, just took my hand and run my hand over it, and it was fine. Got it even back out. So yeah, I mean, that's how I do my peppers. It's really, really easy. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, subscribe to my channel. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see that I haven't done yet. Hopefully going to be able to get that McMurray hatchery catalog video done fairly soon, so just bear with me on that. I'm hoping to have some new equipment that I can use for all this fairly soon, so I will talk to you guys soon. Alright, bye.